Hello, and welcome to my channel. It's the Network Specialist. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you know each and every time I upload a video. So today I will be reacting to Carlos King's Messy Mondays with Dr. Heavenly, and the title of this video is Carlos, We Got a Problem. So guys, let's get into it. Now, I know a lot of us don't want to consume anything that has to do with Carlos King outside of LMAH, but now that he has started to review his own show, which Dr. Heavenly has been, consistently asking him to do, um, we have to come on and we have to debunk the narratives that he is trying to put out. See, Carlos is depending on the people who are not on YouTube or social media to carry this show and keep this show afloat. So we will have to continue to put out the fake narratives, and that's where we come in. So that's what I'm here to do today. So let's get into it.
In my text medicine voice, is it recorded?
Hey, Brandon Lee.
Was so damn good. You right, the producer. I'm just gonna put it. And wasn't you taking this shit alone? Like we didn't get to see the interaction between Martel and the big dude. What's his name? King. AKA Megatron, honey. Get him. Make sure my interview with Destiny, bitch. And I'm gonna tell you, we got some mess going on.
Hold on. Let me just stop you there, Dr. Hemley. I don't know how exclusive it is because Destiny does an interview every 3 days. So it's not that exclusive. We've heard that same information over and over again. But when we get to Destiny, we'll talk about what she did reveal that we didn't know. Let's move along.
And I ain't got nothing to do with it, but I'm gonna tell you what her thoughts is. And we're gonna talk about it. But watch one on my YouTube, which is what is it, Dr. Heavenly Blog, YouTube.com. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because I'm building my channel too. Because when all this how did you score a Destiny exclusive? What? Mickey want me to ask her. I don't know if y'all in trouble or trouble. Trouble. First of all, she's not in trouble. It's
Catch that tea.
you. This is listen. I just promote your shit. That's what I was thinking. I like most people we know. I don't mind you interviewing my cast, baby. It helps the show. I was gagging. So yeah, I just called her up. But the thing about it is, she wants to get her voice out. She really does. So
and we talked about that before on a previous video that I did about Destiny doing all of these interviews. And I feel like Destiny is doing these interviews because she wants to control her own narrative because she know when it comes to the show, they have edits and she really don't know what to expect. So this is Destiny's way of controlling her own narrative so that people can hear it straight from the horse's mouth what's going on with her instead of just watching the show.
Yeah, it was a cute interview. I knew you were good with it, but people are saying that you pushed me up to do it. People say the crazy. They love me so much. I'm the bad guy in these people's stories. It's okay. But no, when I saw that, I text you and I put all caps. I love you. Absolutely. But this was a great episode. This probably was the best one yet. I ain't seen the rest of them, but this was the best one yet because it had.
I don't know about all that, Dr. Hemsley. I don't actually watch the show from, my TV or anything. I actually do a watch party so that we don't give LMAH any views. So then I get to come back and debunk all the lies that Carlos is going to put out there to keep this show going.
Enough trends. See Stormy and the new chick. feel like Destiny was herself with the beginning because
that Dr. Heavenly is having her moment. Like she don't even want to talk about the show. She want to talk about her interview with Destiny. Like she hit the lotto or something. Like Destiny's been around, girl. That was no exclusive.
Because you didn't inspire like this episode was.
Beginning. She got 2 warrants. That's shit. They just sold $1 million on TikTok. I feel Stormy. I really like Stormy, Carlos. I don't mean to yell at you.
Who said she has? Wait. Who said she has 2 warrants?
That's Stormy.
Oh, well, in regard, I thought you meant, okay, in regards to
the same situation.
Who went to her.
I'm just saying, she got 2 warrants, and I'm saying, like, that could easily be me. Like, if you gonna curse him, I didn't even know it was a charge for cursing a bitch out, because I should have been in jail, up under the jail a long time ago. Because Stormy, I love Stormy. In fact, I love her hair now. So natural and beautiful. I'm gonna try her hair products. Stormy, don't worry about it, girl. Call me up. I curse him out for you, girl. But
girl, I hope you actually get your hair products that you order from Stormy. You better do your research about Stormy, girl. I don't know what it is that you like so much about her, but Dr. Heavenly, you need to do a little bit more research, okay?
You need to get Stormy in the closet.
I will bring Stormy to the closet.
And to answer your question, yes, Stormy still is the woman, the first Black woman, and I think first woman, I could be wrong, but definitely first Black woman in history to sell more than $1 million on TikTok in one day.
I need to see the receipts.
It was the first person to sell on TikTok.
I want to say ever.
And not just her receipts.
First person ever. Yeah. I want to get it right. So Stormy is the first person ever in history, man, woman, they,
child.
One thing about YouTube and TikTok, they usually send out notifications. Like I need to see, some receipts from TikTok or something to show me that Stormy was the first to do it. Like I won't believe that until I see some proof from TikTok.
Over $1 million in one day on TikTok. She is that's legendary. She's an icon. But go ahead. But yeah,
it's phenomenal. Like love a person like Stormy who getting her money. I love her hair products. I actually want some of them because her hair looks so good. If nothing else, when we on reality TV, we're supposed to promote our shit.
Dr. Heavenly, I'm not saying that, Stormy is still not, promoting her hair products, but I haven't heard anything about her hair products. Now all I hear about, is this what she call it, this cream she has or whatever, but it's not necessarily hair products. Stormy has moved into the direction of body products, body care. So you might be able to get some that's still in the warehouse, but she doesn't really promote her hair products that much these days. Dr. Heavenly, just in case you didn't know that, you need to do your research.
You know what I'm saying? Promote our stuff. And she's doing an excellent job of that. I think that Destiny is trying to kind of look. Destiny got her Madani.
What is that?
She has a line of products. It says body. Shit, I can't see.
You can read her.
I can't see. Dark spot. Vitamin C.
Okay.
And then she got some kind of lip balm, and she got some stuff. She got perfume. She got one called for the D.
Big D is it Big D Energy?
Okay, are those products white label? Because we ain't heard nothing about Destiny having any type of chemist or anything like that. Hey, Braden Lee, what's going on?
Hey, good to hear your voice there. Just wanted to come through and support for a little bit before I start up the virtual car ahead on tour.
Absolutely.
Child, this is just sad. I mean, this is the thing, right? Dr. Heavenly is going to promote this, but she is never going to wear it. She is never going to talk about Married to Medicine. This was a throwaway interview. I want everybody to know that. And Carlos, it's like you keep downplaying stuff, but bruh, The real show is on YouTube. Do you not understand?
Hello.
We're on season 8 on YouTube already, sir. Oh my Lord,
Exactly.
gee,
So now Dr. Heavenly is using Carlos King just like he's using her. So now she's going to interview all the cats. And I don't have no problem with it because I will be right here to debunk all the lies because it's not just Carlos King that's putting out those fake narratives. It's the whole cast with the exception of Melody. She's the only one on this cast who is showing her real life. So y'all can just, think you're going to play in our face, but we know the real and we're going to put it out there. So,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that Carlos is depending on the people who are not on YouTube and who are not on social media to keep this, show afloat. But at some point, they're going to figure out that this is all BS. Okay.
agreed.
So, yeah, let me just go on.
Still her. Oh. So I can see it.
Definitely. Listen, I love when my girls and guys across all my shows are selling their products because one thing I tell them before they start the show, please have something to sell because, and you know this, Dr. Heavenly University, the money you make is by the stuff you promote on the show. Period, point, and the blank. That's how you are able to amass millions. By you got to have something to sell. A book.
You probably need to have a personal conversation with Tisha, Carlos, because she is just not getting it. You got anything to say, Braylon,
No,
about him telling the cast? Mm-hmm.
honestly, this should be common sense. There should have been enough reality TV for you to view from, um,
Yeah.
to know what to do. It's just
Because
like
they are not the first to do it. There's plenty of
no,
blueprints out there that they should have been watching to know how to, move up and be successful after being on a reality TV show.
without question.
They,
Even though Nene did the most, you
hmm
can't front. She was out here on network TV. So there's ways to do it. For example, if I had my own docu series, which that would be not so much questionable for me, but
Comment.
also too, it would be questionable because not everybody wants to sign up for that. But if I were to do a docu series, being a new media personality and having these gigs and being on TV and stuff, you don't think I would, take content creator Family Feud on my docu-series reality show and the behind the
I'm sure
scenes
you.
of it, so you can get the point that I'm on TV.
So we can
Like
all get to the bag. That's
that's it.
right.
That's it. So
All
that's all I
right.
have to
Let's see
say
what
about
else Dr. Heavenly got to say because at this point it's her show. Like even Carlos said that after they do this messy Mondays, 90% of the comments tag Dr. Heavenly. So Dr. Heavenly makes this show like she really don't need Carlos King. And I think that's what she's doing by interviewing these people is she's really trying to move along and do this on her own. But let's see what else she has to say.
Product, something. So kudos to Destiny.
And big, which is the field, right? Stolen stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, Stormy has Body Blade that's doing really well. She has the hair product that she's legendary for.
That she's not promoting anymore.
All of them are. I'm so proud of all my girls.
Okay, I'm trying to see what this is, dark spot. I'm thinking like, okay, so is Destiny and Stormy selling the same stuff?
No, no, no. I know that Destiny.
Destiny is doing what Marcel accused Melody of. She's throwing stuff against the wall to see what sticks. Destiny does not have a direction where she's trying to go with all of this. She's just doing what she sees everybody else doing, but for some reason it never works for her because she's just not a likable person. When people buy your products and invest in your business, it's because they actually like you, they want to support you, or whatever
yes.
the case may be. But Destiny is just not that likable. So she's going to have a very hard time being successful trying to sell these products. And that's just my opinion.
Right.
You got
No,
anything,
no, I
Braylon?
definitely agree with that. I mean, with anything in life, sure,
Mm-hmm.
anybody, and I said this today, anybody can create something. It takes somebody to have and understand the soul of who they are as they're given that and distributing their product or service.
Mhm.
And there's a distinction and a difference between the two. And sure, souls can create, but that doesn't mean that souls can't carry things as well. Um, and a lot of times, people who think that TV is all you do is go out there and read a teleprompter and make people happy, and then you get paid. I'm like, if you think it's
Exactly.
that easy,
But it does
uh,
appear that somebody has lit a fire up under Destiny's ass, and she's really out there, you know what I'm saying? Getting her grind on, trying to make something work. So kudos to her. But, at the end of the day, like I said, people support people they love, people
absolutely.
who inspire them, and she doesn't bring that. So
Yeah,
let's see.
no, absolutely, absolutely. And I will say this before you play the clip.
Exactly.
Um,
Listen.
understand.
So
What was that, Braylon?
No, I was just going to say very quickly of understanding that just because you may not understand someone's gift does not mean that it's not
Hmm.
a gift. Because there are levels to it. Like I said, some people may think all you do is just go out there, read a teleprompter, and make people happy. It's like, no, there's a lot of work that goes into it. It's rehearsals, it's pre-production meetings, it's taping the voiceovers
Hmm.
of the intro, and then the warm-up person, and then during commercial break, do you go backstage? Do you interact with the audience? Like whatever you think is simple is probably simple because somebody is making it look simple. The
Making it look
hardest,
simple.
the hardest work is the
Yeah,
work that you don't see. The work behind the
exactly.
scenes
People
is the
make it look
hardest work
so
that you don't see.
easy, but it's hard, and that's what people fail to realize. So they get into some things thinking it's going to be easy, as some people make it look, and it's just not that.
Yep.
Let's continue.
Destiny, you think you would give your boss some of your products, child, so I can promote it too for you, baby. But I have to see Denny because I would love to get.
And notice he's talking about promoting Destiny's new products when how long has Melody had her line of Seventh Avenue and he's never mentioned it, he's never promoted it, he's never even given her a congratulations, but go off, Carlos.
Some
You know,
some spots, baby.
Oh, that's right.
What was that, Braylon?
no, I was just going to say if Melody went on Shark Tank and they
Mm-hmm.
created Fubu Beauty in partnership with Seventh Avenue, y'all gonna mention it then? Because Shark
Yeah.
Tank is where businesses take off. So
Yeah,
if
they'll mention
Melody,
it then so that the show can get the ratings, of
right,
course.
right, but it
Carlos
won't
is a
be a genuine
user.
congratulations.
Yes, everything is about his bottom line. Like he doesn't care about the cast members. I mean, even when he's doing this, messy Mondays, like he's constantly throwing his, cast members up under the bus. Like even every time he says event, high tea shop, like he's throwing her up under the bus because she has a thick tongue and she can't talk. And then even when he say sinks, he's throwing Moses up under the bus. You know what I'm saying? So like how can these people work for this man who just embarrasses them on a regular basis? But
Right. So I think it's awesome that your people are doing so well with their products. Stormy, girl, call me up, girl. You gotta work. You know what? I wouldn't think it would be a warrant for harassment, harassing conversation.
So this is what's so interesting. Okay, so
let's get into the
a
live.
fan went to Stormy's place of business to like record her, to stalk her.
So Carlos, you just said a key word. You called her a fan. You know what I'm saying? But if she was a fan, Stormy should have welcomed her. She should have been glad that somebody thinks so highly of her to be her fan. You know what I'm saying? Instead of cussing an elderly person out trying to fight them. But go off.
To harass her pretty much, right? And this has been happening for a while. It's not just one time this person did this. This person has been doing this continuously.
Carlos, do you have proof of that while you're speaking on something that you know absolutely nothing about? Show me the proof where she's continuously showed up at Stormy's businesses, Carlos.
Right? So finally, Stormy, because the woman this time opened up the door to the warehouse and went
See,
inside.
That's where the lies come in. This story has been all over social media for a very long time. So the receipts are out there, Carlos. You need to do your homework. Like you already have one of your cast members that's being sued, as well as the own production. And you decide that it's a good idea for you to come out here and spread more lies. Carlos, you need to take a step back because you're just helping that person, which since you're not going to say her name, I'm not going to say her name, but you're helping her to prove her case with the lies. Braylon, you want to speak on that?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry. I agree with that because honestly, we all saw the footage.
Yeah.
Courtney opened up the door. Okay? We're not going to
Mm-hmm.
sit here and follow that. Now, it's interesting how he has the power to manipulate situations, but yet when the
Mm-hmm.
truth comes out, he don't want to say nothing. I find it interesting that one of your cast members said that they don't get paid $2,500 an episode, and you didn't want to talk about that because it related to you. But now, to give the show some traction, you'll drag a lie. Interesting.
Exactly. But we all know that it's not true. And that's why I said Carlos is depending on the people that are not watching the YouTubers that cover, Love and Marriage Huntsville. So he has an audience. So there are going to be people that are going to buy into the lie, unfortunately.
Her establishment. So imagine Span going into your dental office to cuss you out, and this time she actually went inside of your office, right? Like your
Never
personal space.
happened.
So that's when Stormy, rightfully so, lost it and started yelling and cussing her out. What was interesting about this charge?
And I'm going to just stop you there, Carlos, because I don't care how, you know, angry or whatever I get at an elderly person. Like, I'm not going to cuss an elderly person out for filth, and then bully them, and say that you're going to beat their ass like an elderly person. Like, girl, she didn't raise her voice. She didn't curse at you. She was asking her friend to leave. So it was none of that. So Carlos is putting a lot of fluff on this situation, to try to smooth things over. But that's not how it happened. And, most people, not all, but most people know exactly how that went down.
Charge is harassment and communication, which is interesting because Stormy was on her own property.
That is not Stormy's property. Stormy is renting a space just like other people, and they share a parking lot, which is where this whole incident took place. Stormy does not own the parking lot, and she does not own that space, which is why she's no longer there. It's because she was renting a space, and from what I hear, she didn't even pay to be in that space. So let's get the lie straight, Carlos. You got anything, um,
Yeah, no, I mean,
Braylon?
to be honest with you, I can't wait for this lawsuit to be over with, so that way Carlos will actually have to say something but the truth. Because
Yes.
at this point, you need something monumental for you to give a fuck. And it's sad it's got to come to that, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if this lawsuit comes out to where OWN has to pay, you know who they
Mm-hmm.
go to, Carlos? They're going to go to you. As
Mm-hmm.
what the hell is your show doing? What the hell is your ass doing?
Why is your show costing us all this money? And you're gonna have to go. Somebody gotta pay for it. They can't pay you and then pay the person that's suing them too. So somebody gotta go.
Yep.
I'm just
So,
saying. Mm-hmm.
Person was on her property entering not Stormy doesn't have a store. This is her warehouse, Emily. So I can paint the picture for you. It is not open to the public. So she's trespassing. So the woman recorded it, and we know how this works. You can file charges on anything, child. You can file charges in any
It's too
situation.
much.
So
It's too
she
much.
filed charges that she was
It's-
harassed.
It's too much. I had that happen to me before. Somebody coming to my office, recording. You know what I'm saying?
See, and Heavenly, I hate to say it, but the reason why that probably happened to you as well, because you're trying to clean up your image a little bit, but you have a really bad image when it comes to you speaking on people's names, gossiping, you know, putting dirt out there on people. So when you play that way, people, they want to, put some dirt on your name. So I could see where you piss somebody off and they wanted revenge. I'm not saying it's right, but you need to just, realize when you treat people a certain way, that karma gonna come back on you. So
Right.
I think that's
Absolutely.
probably what happened in your situation. But in this situation, it was totally different. She would have never known that that was Stormy's space that she was renting if Stormy's husband would never have came out the door and Stormy wouldn't have came out the door. But it's obvious that they were watching the video because everybody has cameras these days and they seen her. So they decided to confront her knowing that A, everything is dark. You can't see inside. They don't have the name on the building. So there was no reason for them to come out. I mean, common sense would have told them to do what a lot of people do when somebody knock on their door that they're not expecting. Just ignore it. If
Absolutely.
you and your husband never would have came outside, she would have never known where your establishment was. So
Correct.
you guys dropped the ball on yourself when it came to that.
And at the beginning, middle, end of the day, whatever you give energy to, people will consume. And not to mention, on top of that, she went from her business page.
Hmm.
I'm just saying, a smart CEO would not have went there. I'm going to get off of here because I got to start the car, head on tour. But
Absolutely. I know you got to go and prepare. And I will be over just as soon as I'm done. Thank you so
All right.
much, Brandon Lee.
Well,
And
talk
guys,
soon.
if you're watching now or if you're watching the replay, make sure that you go over and follow Braden Lee. He has some amazing, unique content over there. So make sure you go and follow him over there. I was on his live earlier today for hours, and I will be over there
Yes.
later on when I finish up here. So thank you
Much love,
again,
everybody.
Braden Lee. Absolutely. Love you. Talk to you soon.
And thankfully, I wasn't there, or I might have paid a charge. But to keep it professional in the home. This one lady, she came in with a recording, and it was on a Saturday. And then she recorded all down the hall, took pictures, and then she gave me a Google review saying that I wasn't open when my Google says I'm open 9 to 2, but it also says by appointment only. I'm not sitting in my office on Saturdays, and usually it's, if I got an appointment, a person has already had, Anyway, long story short, she came back. She was recording in the office when I wasn't there. But it's just a lot. It's a lot that goes on.
And honestly, guys, that's what happens when you create a lot of enemies. And sometimes you don't even know that you're creating an enemy. So you're out here, just out here running your mouth, putting people down, being messy, and you create enemies sometimes that you don't even know you're creating. And that's the result of that.
Reality TV is good, bad, and ugly, but you deal with it and you try to keep it professional. But when somebody's on your own space, sometimes it's a trigger for you because you never know what their intentions are. So for Stormy, I'm sure she'll beat that charge or whatever. She probably just need to turn herself in and get it over with. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you'll see what. So next week, she does turn herself in, and you'll find out on this. Well, I can tell you now. I'll tell you now. I'll tell you now. She turns herself in because I don't think we captured this part during the hiatus. But long story short, the case was dismissed.
Right, for sure.
So Carlos is doing exactly what they accused the cast members of doing, which is telling the scenes before they actually happen. That's why there's really no reason to watch the show because all of the cast members, they give it away, including Carlos, which is what he just did before, it even happens. They give it all away. So there's really no reason to watch the show. All you have to do is just watch the trailers they put out there, what's going to happen this upcoming week, and then by the time you watch the actual show, you're bored because you already know what's going to happen. So he needs to do the same thing that they're trying to get the cast to do, which is shut your damn mouth and let people watch it on the actual show, Carlos.
For sure.
Yeah. But I want to ask you this. When is it too far when it comes to fandom, right? Like, when does it go too far? Because, listen, if you want to read me on the comments, have at it. Because the comments is not for me to divulge in. It's for the followers or not followers to engage amongst themselves. I'm not going to engage in the negativity. So that's fine. What should happen, though? Because I feel like there should be some law that protects public figures from fans.
So not only are they talking about the millimeters on the show, now Carlos decides, I mean, he's not saying the name, but Carlos, we all know who you're talking about. So now he wants to talk about the millimeters on his Messy Mondays. Like give it a break. Like, you cannot believe that all of these people that are doing these things are millimeters, and they actually know what a millimeter is. Like, people have cable, they don't even do YouTube at all. Some people don't even do social media. Some people don't even have social media accounts. So don't think for a minute that the people that are doing these things are millimeters. It could be just somebody who lives in Huntsville that those Scots have pissed off, or um, Stormy has pissed off, or Destiny has pissed off. Why do they have to be millimeters? Like, or by you saying that, you're saying that every other member on the show outside of Melody, they're not likable, so they don't have any fans. Is that what you're saying, Carlos? All of these have to be millimeters and fans of melodies?
Purposefully go to your property to attack you, whether it's verbally, physically, recording you. There should be no place for that.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, like you said, there should be a law. And I think it will come to that, because now, what you think about reality TV now, Carlos? I mean, it's a lot going on. Everybody, I'm not gonna say they're even sensitive, but it's more stuff coming to fruition with reality TV that everything used to fly before. Now you see all these new things up. I think we should be protected. Moving on.
So you want to get, okay. So Melody and Marcel continue the conversation, and Marcel brought up the millimeters and how he felt they were, attacking him and Tisha and their businesses. And he felt that Melody should control them. And Melody responded by saying, how can you expect me to control people I don't know when your mother-in-law, Miss Wanda, talks shit about me and y'all don't control her, and that's somebody who's actually in your own household, right?
She's not in the household.
Marcel went to inform Tisha about that conversation because Marcel actually agreed with Melody that she made a good point. What did you think about that?
Now, that's why I'm bad on these millimeters. Because if they coming after my ass if I say something wrong about Melody or if I don't agree with her on every damn account, that's my thing. But the interesting thing is, I'm a millimeter because I love Melody. I feel her energy.
See, now that's why, you know what I'm saying, I can deal with Dr. Heavenly, because I don't know what changed, but unlike Carlos, she's somewhat fair when it comes to her reviewing the show. Okay. Carlos wants to be on a lot of fluff and he want to protect certain people, but at least Dr. Heavenly can be honest about, what she sees.
Staying her, I don't know if it's Scorpio, it's black woman energy, I don't know, but I love Melody. Let me tell you why. She got Marceau all the way together, and I'm trying to figure out, because Tisha just tell Marceau, God dang it, don't be getting me together on camera. You can agree with him now. Melody was right. Like, bitch, y'all wish y'all had some millimeters. Y'all wish y'all had somebody out there that was advocating for you all. Because if you did, you would tell them to ignite. But my thing is, yes, Melody had a very valid point. If you can't control your damn mother-in-law, they had you women, well, in black people, and you're not stopping her, why would you want me to stop them? Because your mama doing the same shit. But the problem is, I agree with Melody wholeheartedly. She had a great point. But the problem is, we done told you, Marceau, on camera, we need you to back your freaking wife up. That's what she wants. And it's making it look like, I'm going to just say this and take it back, that you, come on, y'all. Melody is a beautiful woman, okay? Now, if your wife just told you, what is it so infatuating about Melody that you can't listen to your damn wife? We can get a point across. She could be right as hell. But what I'm saying is right, wrong, or indifferent. If my man is wrong and slap the hell out of man, I'm going to be on his side 1,000%. Even if I know he wrong, I'm not going to say on camera, Melody got a point. He. You know, and to me, he liked the banter between Melody because the energy was like, okay, Melody was like getting his ass together, and it was like he was coming back, but it wasn't bad for me. I felt like it was good energy. Like it was like he was bantering back and forth with her, but
And see, that's the reason why the show got those ratings this past week, is what I feel. Let me get past this video. There we go. We're back.
Sorry, my phone keep ringing.
But yes, so that point that Dr. Heavenly is making, I absolutely agree with her. I don't feel like a husband should be calling his wife out on camera. Like that's a conversation that they need to have behind closed doors and not on national TV. Hey, Linda Gambo. So she's actually right about the point she is trying to make right now. Marceau is dead wrong for that. Like he already know that his wife suffers from low self-esteem, and every time he does that, he's really making her feel less and less important, and he should know better than that.
It wasn't bad for me, but he's ignited by Melody, and I'm not saying he like Melody, I'm not saying he want Melody, but say if my man had dinner with Melody, beautiful as she is, and he take her side, I'm gonna have a problem with it, even if Melody is right. I'm just telling you the damn truth. Now, Melody is a beautiful woman, and I think that Marceau likes a bitch that's more powerful than Tisha. Like, I'm not saying he don't love his wife, but I'm saying that part.
What Marceau likes is a woman that he can have an intelligent conversation with, because obviously he can't do that with Tisha. And some people seem to feel like that's one of the reasons why Tisha allows her mom to do what she does, is because she feels some kind of way that Marceau always have these episodes with Melody, and there's nothing she can do about it because it's great TV, and those are the episodes when a lot of people tune in. So Tisha definitely feels some kind of way about it, but she can't say anything about it. So letting her mom attack Melody, that's her way of getting back at Melody, because she can't come out and say anything herself. But that's just my opinion.
He liked that part. Let me get my piece out.
Okay.
Please stop. It's bothering your wife, and it will become a problem when she's telling you you cannot side with somebody else on camera. Off camera, you can do all of that and everything else. And you're right. And maybe you feel like, you know what, I'm going to tell her the truth. But just don't tell her on camera. She done damn it told you already. So Marcel, I'm on you for this one. Even though you're right. You're wrong.
Even though you're right. You're wrong. So the thing is this. I've said this publicly. I love a Melody and Marcel one-on-one because it's always funny. And to me, it reminds me of like Martin and Pam. Like two people that have a history of a friendship, and they just get into it. Now, with that being said, that's why I like it. So I see it more as like brother sister ish type. People have said that there seems to be this chemistry. Is that something that you see?
I'm gonna say brother and sister love.
Yeah,
it's love there, but I'm gonna say it's sisterly love. But if I was Tisha, I just wouldn't like it. Because, you know what I mean? What?
And trust me, she don't like it, but there's nothing she can do about it because at the end of the day, Marceau run the show. And she's just a stay-at-home mom. And nothing against stay-at-home moms. I've been that. Nothing against that, but that's why you always have to have your own shit because you never know when them ninjas gonna act up.
Thing that a person don't want is you to take their mama side or their sister side if you married. The wife come first. So if she ain't even a wife or the sister, you know you can't back up a woman. I'm just saying, for me. And I'm telling you, Melody is a Scorpio, so she probably would feel the same way. She probably likes the fact that he did that, but Marcel, don't do that no more, okay?
Okay. So let me ask you this. So on Love and Marriage DC, we have a couple named Ashley Silva and DJ Quicksilver, right? So one of the husbands on the show named Jamie and his wife Arena, they feel like Quick should check his wife Ashley. Like, you don't check her on camera. You never tell her when she's wrong. Blah, blah, blah. Quick said at the reunion, I'm never checking my wife on camera. That's never going to happen. I do tell her when she's wrong, but I do in the privacy
That's a smart man to agree with Heavenly.
of our own home. I get that we're reality TV. I'm never checking my wife on camera, period.
I feel DJ Quick is the same DJ Quick that used to rap.
Well, no, that's another one. That's another one, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I feel him wholeheartedly because, like I said, the people ask me heavily, you never tell your business, this, that, and the other. If I'm coming, I got the mic because everybody want to talk about my marriage or what I don't say. Bitch, my marriage ain't for sale. I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to disrespect my husband the way that y'all have for any amount of money. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. And then the lady said, well, why you don't? I said, bitch, because my marriage is perfect. Do you understand that? And she said, yes. So I'm feeling.
You know, Dr. Heavenly, girl, it's gonna be a sad day if you find out something about your husband or something becomes public because you're always out here talking about how perfect your marriage is, and no marriage is perfect. So you're gonna have to eat them words one day, Dr. Heavenly. You can say, I got a good marriage. I mean, but you don't have to say that your marriage is perfect because at the end of the day, most people think that doesn't exist. You work on your marriage, every day is a new opportunity to improve your marriage, but nobody's marriage is perfect, Dr. Henley. Just in case nobody has told you.
In y'all household because y'all want to have problems. You just dish your wife or your wife on camera. What you think gonna happen? The people on your cast of naked women or women on the phone. What you think a wife gonna say?
Who did that?
She just saying.
Catch that shade and catch that tea. She said, if you show your castmate naked women on the phone, guess who she was probably talking about?
If you show the people on the cast a woman on the phone and say, "Hey, ain't she fine?" What you think I'm gonna do? As the wife, do you think that's disrespectful?
Is that happening? Is that a storyline this season on Marital Medicine?
Nothing to do with it. Not in past storyline, y'all go back and look. But my whole thing is I get Tisha point, but Marceau is right. If you can't control your mother, how the hell I'm supposed to control millimeters? And what Melody don't want to control the millimeters. She love that shit, I'm sure. Yeah, man, because y'all ain't got no bookies and raindrops and millimeters.
Y'all ain't got no boofies and raindrops and millimeters. That's why y'all mad. But just so you know, there's no raindrops either. We don't know how many boofies you got because we don't watch you that closely. But we definitely know there's not that many raindrops, Dr. Heavenly. But yeah, that's why they mad.
Yeah, I know the way she talk. She really do to be cursing y'all asses out. She really try. But then a mother might fly in her mouth. Okay. So love it.
Ooh, that's an irritating laugh.
Religion. And I've been to all women. You got to get it. Because now you're not understanding what I'm going through. Because I'm going to leave all that alone because y'all be saying this shit too dark and all of that. But if you been through all that with that man and then you going to say free Martel after he did all this to me, so you're not my friend. And I'm going to tell you about it.
Y'all, does it sound like Dr. Heavenly has transformed into a millimeter? Wow, this is new. I wonder how Carlos feel about that. Now your partner done transition to a millimeter.
No, and that's the reason why, to Melody's credit, she's the one who wanted the conversation. She told Tisha, I'm not going to give it to you. It's not about you because you did nothing wrong, but I'm gonna give it to your husband. You know, I'm going to give it to him based on what he said. And that's what she did. But it was, listen, would love to see a Melody and Marcel scene for the rest of eternity. It makes me laugh. They are magnificent at this tennis match that they know how to do so well. It's very good to watch. So Sunny has an event, hey Tisha, where Ken and Trisha are there.
Okay. Yeah, it was Stormy's event, right?
Oh, that ain't Sunny.
Who did? I was gonna say, what event was that? I didn't see that. It wasn't how you do
I need the sun, the storm, the rain.
I'm saying winter.
I get so confused. My bad. Okay. Stormy has an event, hey Tisha, where she had, she's celebrating the new products from her line, Cameron's Beauty, and Martel and Ken, they meet for the first time. Did you see that interaction?
I did. It was very uncomfortable for both of them.
For both of who?
Martel and Ken. My whole thing is Ken, the dude with the big dude that took his shirt off. Okay, so why Martel didn't feel comfortable taking his shirt off? He always got his damn shirt off. Don't he? He took his shirt off. He had a apron on, and Martel be showing his body on Instagram. We done all seen it. So why we can't see it now?
Not seen it. Hey Moses.
But that's a good question. Martel normally doesn't pass up any opportunity to take his clothes off. But maybe this whole Martel is always in the gym. Maybe that's just a whole lot of fluff. Even Martel said that he's not in shape right now. So Martel, what have you been doing? You ain't got nothing but time on your hands. I mean, so why aren't you in the gym? That's your whole persona, is that you're just this buff guy who's always in the gym. Like, it seems like your body is everything to you. So why are you slacking, Martel? You got problems? Stressed out?
Hey,
Moses, we see it.
Did you know that Moses only got I ain't judging nobody. Everybody do their own
Yeah,
thing.
you judging.
Went to the 9th grade. Did you allegedly?
Told you that.
Oh, y'all gotta watch my interview with Destiny, my exclusive interview with Destiny. She said that I'm this alleged, but she said it that he only went to the 9th grade. So think is okay.
Now, that's pretty sad. Now, I know that what Moses did, you know what I'm saying, is in that gray area or whatever the case may be. But karma is a bitch. But why would she go on Dr. Messy Heavenly's channel and say that this man only has a 9th grade education? Like, Destiny is so low. And when she doesn't get her way, she really gets off on throwing people up under the bus. She's very nasty and very evil. Like, she really could have left that part out. Why are we discussing this man's past when you even said yourself he got his own money? He's very successful right now. So why did you have to bring that up? That's why people aren't going to buy your products, Destiny, because you have a very nasty disposition about yourself. And that's why you're not going to be successful in business.
And I'm gonna tell you one more thing, because y'all need to check it out on my YouTube, Dr. Heavenly blog, okay? That she said that the reason Moses did not come on camera is because he was on probation.
Okay.
Now, we all wondered why Moses never came on camera when he was supposedly dating Destiny. So now that he's moved on, he's married somebody else, now you want to tell the world that he didn't come on the show because he was on parole. Now, how nasty is that, Destiny? Now you want to put that out there. See, if you would have been talking the way you are now, doing all of these interviews every 3 to 4 days, then you probably wouldn't have gotten kicked off the show, and you're not even spilling, the tea on the show. You're going from platform to platform, doing all of these, interviews, and you're spilling more tea than you're actually doing on the show that you're getting paid to do. So I hope you last, until the next season, which honestly, this show might not be around, but you're probably not going to be asked to come back because you're doing too many interviews and saying too much. Basically, Destiny, you don't know when to talk and when to shut up. You haven't figured that part out yet.
Now, she said that he still loved her.
Well, she also said that tonight, Booking.
Now listen, if that's my husband.
I feel like the reason why Carlos is laughing so much is because he also feel like that she done went over there to Dr. Heavenly and she done spilled more tea than she spilled the entire time she's been on LMAH. Like, girl, you getting paid for this. So why are you giving it to somebody for free? That's why you got kicked off the first time.
And go ass with, because you're not gonna say that about my husband now. Now I know it's sketchy how we started, but how we finished, we married now. We've married now. You can't say my husband still loves you without a beat down. Now Stormy should not have. But I'd have beat the hell out of him. But I love Destiny, so it's okay. But I'm just saying, please don't say my man still love you. Please don't say allegedly I'm here in the world.
Yeah, Destiny was wrong for that.
Contact you,
whether it's true or not.
Because now we got the scrap.
So let's have real conversation. Allegedly. Let's have a real conversation, okay? It's not every day, right? I mean, we saw with Quad and Sweet Tea, right? This situation is much different, but it's not every day you see the ex and the wife have a one-on-one.
You know, it's one-on-one, and I'm just gonna be messy and say it and take it back. Phaedra and Shireen.
Oh my God.
Messy or nothing.
You are very messy.
15. Just saying, I ain't got nothing to do with it, but I like to see it.
That's why you need to keep your mouth shut. You don't have anything to do with it.
Okay, I co-sign you.
Teaching me a lot. I'm just messy bitch around here and know how to produce it too.
Well, that's the reason.
She thinks that she's learning so much from Carlos. Like, Carlos is just teaching you how to be messy, and you're already that. So, exactly, what are you learning again? You were already messy before you teamed up with Carlos for these messy Mondays. That's why your show, Married to Medicine, had to step in because you were causing a lot of controversy on your YouTube channel, Dr. Heavenly. And then you decided to kind of take it behind the scenes on Patreon or something like that, to be really messy. And then I guess you get on your regular YouTube when it's not that messy per se. But Dr. Heavenly, you are the messy queen, girl. You got that.
Ready to keep increasing a love match season. It's a great season. Okay. Destiny and Sunny. I mean,
the energy to me, I didn't know what was about to happen. Like, to me, was they gonna beat a bitch down? Why did y'all leave them in the room by themselves? There should have been a referee in there because anything could have happened. Yeah, and Stormy, Destiny really, I'm gonna give it up to my girl, Destiny. She kept her cool when you could see the fumes coming out of her head. She was trying to keep it cool and collected. That reminds me of me. I've been trying with these hoes, but they keep coming for me. They keep coming for me, then I get my shirt all torn off. I'm playing. I'm playing. That was a fake
Torn off.
But it was intense.
Okay. So I have to say this. That episode or that scene showed that Destiny is really not about that life. Because if you're in front of the woman who supposedly took your man and she called you a whole biatch, girl, those are fighting words. Because not only did she take your man according to you, then she called you a bitch to your face. Like those were fighting words. So you got a lot of bark and no bite, Destiny. So all that big D energy, girl, I'm still waiting to see it because ain't no way the woman who supposedly was my producer and friend and she took my man and then on top of that she called me a bitch to my face and I'm gonna let that ride. I'm still looking for the big D energy, Destiny. It's all fluff.
Hey, for real. That Stormy off. The Stormy looked like she had just woke up.
Wait, no, it's Sunny.
Sunny,
Stormy, I ain't saying that.
It's
Sunny.
Stormy.
No, I said Sunny.
Okay.
I said Sunny. I know who I'm talking about, man. Listen, Sunny looked like she had just woke up. Stormy had look good. I'm buying her products tomorrow. But Stormy looked like that. Sunny looked like she was tired. Like she had went to sleep in the back of the car and said, "Hey, you know what? The fuck it. I'm coming to the scene and I'm gonna come on out here and I'm gonna read this girl and I'm gonna come back." But she got what she came for. Cause Destiny not playing with her. And you bet not have no more scenes with them because they 2 seconds from beating each other's asses. So I'm just letting you know, y'all don't do that again without security.
They know how to keep their hands to themselves.
Do that. Throw a drink or something.
What show you watching?
Stormy and Destiny a recap, and it looked like they was ready to have at it. Okay. Am I lying?
And that's another thing. Can you believe all these women on this show has become allies just to go against Mel? Now, that scene with Destiny and Stormy was very intense. I would have to agree with Dr. Heavenly. And they were willing to squash their beef so that everybody can go against Mel. Everybody squashed the beef that they had with each other just so that they can go against Mel. Now, that's some bullshit. Like, it take all of y'all to go against this one individual. That shows how weak each one of you are because that's just like crazy.
Yeah, but what you present to me, I wasn't there.
No. Okay, so going back, all I thought to myself was number one, Moses has a type because to me, they favor a little bit. I'm not saying a lot of it, a little bit to me, right? But Destiny was very cool. Like
try to be, but it was a cool that you could see was 2 seconds from popping the hell off and beating somebody's brother tuck and tail. She was 2 seconds from that.
I disagree. Destiny loves to do this thing where she's hollering through a door. She did the same thing to Mel's mom. Like, girl, you love to be walking away and still yelling stuff out. You know, if that girl, the way that girl called you a bitch, you should have still been in her face and not screaming through the door as you're walking away. You love to do that walk away, rah 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 type of stuff. Destiny, that's all you got, girl. You love to be rah rah as you're walking away or as they're walking away, even.
Grim Reaper, and they was producing, not even looking at her, but just made it look like, ooh, that bitch here. So, and then she walks in, and then she looking like, and then the girl Sunny got the nerve to ask to speak to her one-on-one and listen, what you call it? Stormy's like, listen, y'all ain't tearing up. I'm gonna put y'all back in the back here. But the Stormy is she messy because she should have had somebody in there to referee because they could have been beating each other's tail.
No, they're not. They are grown women who know how to put their hands to themselves. They're not.
if the woman came at me and I'm a woman, but my man, my man, my man, and you took my man, you took my man, you took him. I ain't saying you took him, but you got him.
Well, okay, so
every time I see you.
So here we go. So they're having a conversation, and it's the first time that they are confronting the situation with Moses being in the middle, and Destiny is looking for facts, right? And timeline and just receipts in terms of what.
It's funny that you say that, Carlos, because we're actually looking for timelines and receipts from Destiny as to when all this, happened or whatever the case may be. Because Destiny said that she wasn't a side chick for 15 years, but Moses says otherwise. Like, Sonny had to get that from somewhere. The fact that Sonny keeps throwing it up in Destiny's face, like, where do you think that came from, Destiny? That came straight from Moses' mouth. So who are we to disagree?
There any layover, you know what I'm saying, between the old relationship and the new relationship. And it does appear to me, and we'll get into this at the reunion.
Shady.
It does appear to me, and I want to get your opinion, based on the timeline Destiny was saying, it does appear to me that Moses was playing both of them in the beginning.
Let her tell it, Moses had a lot of women.
Well, that was so interesting because Sonny admitted that Moses had a lot of women and he played them. So what I'm curious is, why is Sonny thinking she's exempt?
Hello.
Again, I'm basing this off of what she said. You've
seen it happen, Carlos, over and over again. It replays itself over and over again. How you got him is how you lose him. A man doesn't change because he has a title. A man is who he is. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call it practicing, or you know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to change. If you're the type that has multiple women.
And see, that's where Sonny reminds me of Dr. Heavenly. She's going to have that same outcome as Dr. Heavenly because she's around here just, making it seem like, oh, she got the ring. Oh, she's a married woman, all this and that. But again, a leopard don't change his spots. So you're going to get that same treatment, Sonny. And I just show hated for you.
To Destiny's feelings. But now that we hear, this man ain't no good. These women in Atlanta and obviously Huntsville probably more so, they desperate. Ain't no good men. I mean, if you
do your research heavily, they live in St. Louis, okay?
Girl. I said I go to hell for the D. So I don't know what they're willing to do. But
you would do that for the D, though, Heavily.
You would, Carlos.
Let her know you Heavenly, you're a woman of God. How dare you say, bitch, you take a joke? Damn.
No one can take a joke anymore. Everything is serious. You cannot tell a joke anymore.
And y'all know I be playing most of the time. Most of the time, anything I say, I'm joking.
75% of the time, Heavenly is joking.
No, she don't.
Anymore, unfortunately.
She don't be joking.
Stormy and Destiny. Stormy.
No, Sunday. This episode. I love it. I love it. Go ahead.
You.
Can y'all tell me why Dr. Heavenly can't keep people's names straight. Like, out of all the things that she does that really annoys people, it's the fact that she can never get somebody's name straight. Either she calling you the wrong name or she's mixing you up with somebody else's name. Like, come on, get it together, Dr. Heavenly. Hey guys, if you're watching the video, please like the video. Thank you so much. Hey, Love Seen Her. Thank you so much for being here.
It's boo, and it's gonna come back, and it's obvious, and it's coming back because the people out there allegedly saying that your man is trying to holler back at Destiny. That's what I'm hearing on the streets. Now I don't know what's true or what ain't, but the people call me with that. So
You heard it from the streets, or you heard it in your closet during your interview with Destiny?
no, no. After the interview, you know the people, you know the people do. Now, but I ain't saying it's true or not. You know, people.
Wait. After your exclusive interview with Destiny that's on your YouTube page right now, so go watch it, guys. You mean to tell me some people slid in your DMs and said to you that Moses allegedly is still messing with her?
I'm protecting some people. I'm gonna say DMs, but yes.
What?
So, guys, did y'all hear that? Now, Destiny has already said it. She said that some people from St. Louis has been contacting her saying that Moses is still sleeping around. So now Dr. Heavenly comes out to co-sign that. And I don't know if she's repeating that because Destiny said it or if some people actually reached out to her. Hi, Elisa Triplet. Hi, IPV ADDT. So now Dr. Heavenly is also co-signing that, you know, some people have slid into her DMs or however they contacted her to say that Moses is still being a hoe out here in these streets. What y'all think about that?
Wait. Like, real people that, do I know these people?
Allegedly, and we're gonna keep moving. But what I'm saying is, Sonny, I think that there's a reason. There may be a reason. Well, maybe I heard this or maybe I didn't. But maybe there's a reason why.
See, that's what I'm talking about. She done did an interview with Destiny. So now those interviews gonna probably be cut out because she talked too darn much. And she done said to Carlos that somebody has slid into her DM and told her that Moses is still sleeping around. Like, still, these people are still telling the show before things actually play out on the show. So there's really no reason to watch. This is ridiculous.
Waited until 2 days before you get married. Because if you thought it was okay, why contact her at all? Why do it 2 days before? And then Destiny said, I don't know if we played this or not, if we cut it out. Excuse me, Destiny, if I say it. She said that the man was on her stories during their ceremony, trying to see right before their ceremony to see if Destiny.
Hey, New Orleans Diva 504. Thanks for being here.
Was watching his story. Now, I don't know if that played or not. If it didn't, I'm sorry. Everything alleged, but that's what she said.
She too messy, IPV.
Said, so do you still love him? She said, I did love him. I said, does he still love you? She says, he does love me. And she sounded pretty positive with it. But you say they've been together 15 years, like, right?
They've known each other. First of all, I need the glass. I can't take all this shade.
Carlos, he's shook right now. He's like, you mean to tell me we've been paying Destiny all this time, you know, before she got fired, you know, from that last season, and we're paying Destiny now, and she is choosing to go on messy Dr. Heavenly's page and spill all the beans? Well, maybe you should be paying her, Dr. Heavenly, because she giving you all the tea. She ain't spilling none of this tea on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So maybe you need to start paying Destiny. Or maybe they need to stop paying her ass. Because why would she go and spill all the tea with you? And that's the reason why she got fired the first time, because she didn't want to spill the tea on the show. Like, this girl do not know how to get the bag.
Man on two man. When you go in the sunlight. When you go to sunny, it turns dark.
Exactly, Elisa.
So look, all I'm gonna say is this. Let me ask a question first, then I'm gonna take it back. Okay.
Now you're using
Destiny
her
and
words.
Moses have known each other for 15 years. They weren't dating for 15 years because remember, Destiny was married.
He was married too, right?
He had a wife too.
Oh my God. This King is being so messy right now. So basically, what he's trying to say is both of them had a husband or a wife, but he claimed they were sleeping together, or she was a side chick for 15 years. So basically, he's saying that they were both in a relationship, but they was still sleeping together. So even though Destiny, say that she wasn't a side chick, it's obvious to everybody on the outside looking in, Destiny, that you were a side chick. Make it make sense, Destiny.
I'm a new favorite. Man.
Listen, baby,
Her voice irked me. Yes, it does.
Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it.
And I hope you're talking about Carlos King.
You telling
Love
me
seeing her.
that Destiny is alleging that during Moses and Sonny's ceremony, on the day they were getting married, that she caught Moses in her stories lurking.
Yes, that's what she said. Now, Destiny, if we cut that out, I don't remember.
Did y'all hear that? Like, Destiny really took her ass to messy Dr. Heavenly and spill all this tea. She said that on the day that they were getting married, somewhere around that time, that Moses, because obviously he thought that she wouldn't be able to know that he was lurking around on her stories, that Moses was all up in Destiny's stories. So I hate to say it, but it does appear like Moses still have a thing for Destiny. I hate it for you, Sonny, because you done married this man and you moved too quick. You didn't really take the time to sit down and figure all this stuff out. You didn't let that man have a break between all those relationships before you just jump right in. You're gonna have to pay for that. That karma gonna come around with the quickness.
Yes, she said it. And so it must be on part two.
Mm,
Part two, because it's another.
absolutely love seeing her. I knew that's who you were speaking of.
Yes, no.
This is a mess.
Yeah. Never thought on camera on this episode that she would have been crying. I told you, yes, she still loves him. She still has feelings. She said she did. She does not now. But everything on your show is showing me, well, that was probably shot a few months back, that she still got feelings. She cried.
Well, I know
She fake cried, Dr. Heavenly. IPV ADDT said CK is a MF and Judas. We all know he is the orchestrator of this stupid ass storyline. Well, with the help of Forehead, and I'm sorry, she ain't no piece better. Not sticking up for DP, but we side eye Forehead. Absolutely. I totally agree. He is the orchestrator of all the mess, and he has the perfect partner in Dr. Heavenly. And I still feel like that some kind of way he was involved with Destiny doing that interview with Dr. Heavenly. He trying to act like he didn't know all of this information, but I don't believe him. He's doing any and everything to get people to watch the show, and people are thinking that they're going to see some of this stuff play out on the show. I don't believe it. Like, Destiny has said time and time again that she's very private. So Destiny is doing all of these interviews because she wants to create her own narrative. She already knows that the show is going to slice and dice and make her come out looking real stupid. So she's trying to create her own narrative by doing all of these interviews. So I believe that Carlos was in on Dr. Heavenly doing this interview with Destiny. That's just my opinion. Hey, kicking it with Courtney.
So let's okay. Before we get to the tears, though, I would have cried something serious if someone called me the B word while I'm calm. So when Sonny called her a bitch, I was like,
Man, and now take up for Sonny just a little bit. Bitch, bitch. Now you say your mama. I don't mean your mama. You don't say you a bitch. This is me.
but. When you say your mama, you want to get a rise out of somebody.
I'm saying that if you say something to me and I don't like it, I ain't got shit to say back to you. It's gonna be about your mama. That's gonna be my
But you.
And we all know how you used to throw that yo mama up all the time, Dr. Heavenly. But anyway, hey Patrice, Philip. Patrice says he promotes them, but nothing on Mel. Absolutely. We were talking about that earlier, how he has promoted all of his cast members, but he's never even mentioned a word about Melody and all of her successes, the 7th Avenue. And we all know that, her products be like selling out, but he's never even mentioned 7th Avenue at any point whatsoever. And IPV said Forehead is so focused on DP that she's losing sight of her position. He picked Forehead for the wife, and that should have been it. She came out all hot, and that's why people don't like Forehead. I agree with that. I do believe Sunny should have toned it down a little bit. She did come out kind of aggressive, and the way that that whole relationship came about, like it wasn't necessary for her to do that. At that point, she kind of made herself look bad, and I totally agree with you, IPB. Never utter one word.
No, saying that they're going to react.
If you, if you, if you, if I call you a bitch in conversation or a bitch in an argument or a moment, don't take it that you got to cry because everybody a bitch and you gonna be a bitch and maybe your mama might be a bitch.
Oh no, wait, mama should not be mean. No.
If your mama try to and she called me a bitch first, and I'm older than your mama, she might be.
Well, that's.
I mean, everything you gotta hear the whole story. That's why
true.
reality TV. That's why reality TV. Y'all be going in so hard, but y'all don't know the whole story, and that's why I like.
And neither do you, Dr. Heavenly.
You get my side of it. There's 3 sides. I say to people, but I remember they say to me, yeah.
And kicking it with Courtney said because a side chick calling her a side chick. Exactly. I mean, on this show, everybody on the show is a side chick except for Melody. I mean, this show is made of side chicks and side dudes. It's just really sick to watch. Hey, CDW.
And I should have said anything, and I don't remember. Oh, I remember that.
Well, let's remember these tears from Destiny because I was gagging when she cried because I choked up when she said that she believes that Moses chose Sonny to hurt her.
She really believes that.
That he could have had any woman in Huntsville, St. Louis. She strongly believes that Moses chose Sonny to hurt her. Do you believe that, Heavenly?
No, I can't say yay or nay to that. I don't know her and him or the dynamics of his relationship. I've only seen Moses a few times. But I do know she said that he only had a 9th grade education, which I ain't judging.
Okay, let's stop it there because we're going to get into that. So IPV said, I hope Forehead, and we're going to use names around here just so that nobody is confused. So I hope Sonny knows that the opportunistic Moses will probably spin the block with Destiny Payton I think she was correct in saying that he still loves her. I do agree with that. Sunny ain't safe and she's jealous of Destiny Payton, in my opinion. And I absolutely agree with that. I mean, the way she keeps coming for Destiny, asking Moses, well, what did she have on? What does it matter? Like, you got the man. But I feel like Sunny is a little intimidated because as much as I don't like Destiny, she does have she knows how to dress. She always looks nice. And she just had this certain swag about her. And I think that Sunny is intimidated by that or whatever the case may be. So I definitely feel like Moses still has a thing for Destiny. And if Destiny want to be, the side chick that she has always been, Sunny better watch out because she coming for her husband, and that's just what it is. That he still loves her, absolutely. And Courtney says, "No man bet no love me so much he married another woman." Okay, I'll pass on that type of love. But she claims that he married this woman. Now that's a big commitment just to get back at you, Destiny. This man done had 15 years to marry you. And he said out of his own mouth, you're not marriage material. So what makes you think that he would marry someone else just to get back at you? I don't know if I believe that, Destiny. You just really, trying to throw this man up under the bus because he didn't choose you. Hey, Nikki's news on narcissism. She said this is true. Absolutely. I think we all agree on that.
That's okay. A lot of people with ninth grade education make it very far in life.
And he has. And she said he has his own money and she wasn't going to take anything from him. But she also said that, he was in her DM. So, I mean, not in her DM, but her story. He was watching her in his stories. So that leads me to believe that the energy there, they were only dating for a short amount of time before they got married, correct?
Yes.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Was it to hurt her? I don't know, but she really believes that.
Guys, I want to know, would you marry a man after only knowing him for 2 to 3 months or dating him for 2 to 3 months? Drop down in the comments and let me know if you would marry a man after dating him for 2 to 3 months.
She really believes that, and she knows him better than any of us. She's been knowing him 15 years. So I don't know.
When she was crying,
Thanks, kicking it with Courtney.
was that just because you're a woman? When Destiny was crying that night, right? Is it plausible that obviously at that moment she was still in love with Moses?
Yeah, there's still love there. There's still a feeling there. I mean, right, wrong, and different. You can't stop how you feel. You know, you can't. So yeah, I would have been. And I know she probably mad that she cried. You know what I'm saying? She probably like, I wish I wouldn't have cried over
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? But you can tell even in my interview part 2 hitting soon on my YouTube, Dr. Heavenly Blog is coming out. Watch part 1 and make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Girl, we are not here for your damn commercial. IPV said, and Destiny Payton ate forehead up in that last scene, child. She ate. Ooh, ooh. She said, I was here for it because I'm not a fan of forehead at all. What she did to Destiny was all the way shady. Okay, okay. I can see that. And Elisa said, I hope not. She had a certain position in Moses' life. He might still be equally attracted to her and might hit it if offered, but he's never going to leave Sunny to marry her, in my opinion. I can agree with that, Elisa. And what I think is going to eventually happen, Destiny missed that money. So I think that Destiny is going to sleep with Moses yet again so that money can start back rolling in. That's what I think. She misses the money. And that's why she's so mad. Because the reason why she played side chick for so long is because Moses was sending her money. We can't forget about that. And we all know she wasn't making no money and that Destiny is lazy and don't like to work. So she was dependent on that money. So that's why she stayed in that side chick relationship with Moses for so long. And Love Seen Her said, no, but I believe she knew him since January, which was almost a year. With that being said, though, Love Seen Her, Destiny said that he was still sending her money up until August. So I'm not talking about the time that she knew him. I'm talking about the time that she was actually in a relationship with him. Because he even agreed with Destiny that he sent her money in August and they were married like less than 3 months later. Wait a minute, I'm getting behind. Kicking it with Courtney said Destiny looks a mess 70% of the time with that eyeshadow all over her lids. Oh my God. I see what you're saying, kicking it with Courtney, but her outfits do be kind of cute now. Love seeing her said facts. Patrice Phillips said he's doing that because he's about to drop this show. Are you referring to Carlos King? And IPV said, I agree, Alyssa, but he'll definitely cheat on Sunny, if not with Destiny, with another woman. I think it's just in him. And the fact that, he's making all this money, he feels like that's his right. That's just how some men think. And Alyssa said, I agree. That is why she's mad with Mel too. And Love Seen Her say, I know, but he also felt sorry for Destiny too. He did, and it was not so much as him feeling sorry. He probably did feel sorry, Love Seen Her, but those were feelings and emotions. Keep in mind, he's been knowing Destiny for a long time. So he definitely still has feelings for Destiny. And IPB said there may be a twist or a surprise shock at the reunion. Oh my God, I can't wait for the reunion because I can't wait to see how Sunny and Destiny go in. Forehead may show up pregnant. I think she might even be pregnant before then because I think she's trying pretty hard. Like she's putting it out there when it ain't even out there. She really wants to get pregnant to rub it in Destiny's face. CDW said, in my opinion, I think Destiny was involved with Moses while she was married to LB. And CDW, that will be your opinion, my opinion, and a whole lot of people's opinion. We all feel like that's the reason why LB wanted that, paternity test, because we all feel like he ran across some receipts or some type of information that Destiny was cheating on him. We all feel that way for sure. And Alyssa said she can't dry beg either of them for money anymore. Nope, because she's always coming out like, oh, I don't ask nobody for no money. Nobody gave me money. So I don't know who she gonna get some money from if times get hard again. She definitely can't go to broke ass Martel. So yeah, she's running out of options at this point. Courtney says Destiny was with Moses while she was married. Who cares who snakes her over? That man, it's deserved. And that's how I kind of feel. Like you know what I'm saying? What comes around goes around. You lose them how you get them. Like, what did you expect, Destiny? And for me, I think Destiny was okay with him cheating with some of the women in St. Louis or whatever the case may be. But the fact that he got with Sunny, she feel like, he made his playground her job, in her words, because she told Sunny that, or she said to somebody that she wants Sunny to get away from her job, her friends, her city, or whatever the case may be, even though I believe Destiny is from Detroit or somewhere. I know she ain't from Huntsville, Alabama for sure. And CDW said she's trying to sell her products on TikTok. Yes, she is, but that's not going to go well because, again, people spend their money with people they actually like and love. And her nasty disposition is, I don't think that people are going to want to spend money with Destiny. That's just my opinion. And kicking in with Courtney says, no, they don't. Laugh out loud. Yes, these people are a whole trip. And Dr. Heavenly seems to be so excited about the fact that she had an interview with Destiny Payton. Like, why? Like, she's had like 10 interviews before the one that she did with you. Now, she did drop some tea, and maybe that's because Carlos told her to, just to get people watching the show. I'm not sure, but we're not going to see none of this play out on the show. So, the filming is supposed to be over, but I think they're trying to backtrack and get in some better scenes. So at this point, they're still filming.
She said in the interview, the energy was she really cares, or she really cares. Yeah, I'm gonna say cares for him. That's
When
my
you
thing.
when you interview her and you were able to be in her presence face to face, did you get the sense that you are a relationship and love expert and coach? Even today, do you think Destiny is in love with Moses?
I think that some feelings are still there, but and she believes that he has feelings for her as well. You know what? I ain't even gonna take off the table that that, that could. No, y'all say Moses been with a lot of women, so I would hate for her to be the girlfriend and then become the side piece. You know what I'm saying? Because that could happen too. I've seen that happen. I've seen one man.
She said, I would hate for her to, become the side piece, whatever Dr. Heavenly said. Um, AD IPV said, agreed. If you can recall, Moses told Dustin during the interview that when he saw who Destiny chose as a husband, he said that LB is not Destiny's type. And we all kind of feel like, he wasn't her type. But I think that Destiny felt like she was leveling up because this was a stable man, good job. And she thought that he was just a country boy that she would be able to manipulate, and just live her best life off of his dime. And fortunately for LB, he had a mom in his life that was all up on Destiny and the games that she was trying to play, and she wasn't going to allow that to happen. And kicking it with Courtney says, lust and love is different. Absolutely. And I believe all of these people are in lust.
Be with a woman and then divorce her, give it to the other woman, but still the other wife, the previous wife, it becomes the side piece.
Y'all know what I would like to see? I would like to hear from Moses' first wife. Because I believe she got a lot to say about Destiny. And maybe she's the one that's, reaching out to Dr. Heavenly. Now, you talk about, kicking this show up a notch. Bring Moses' previous wife that he was cheating on with Destiny on the show. Now, then you might get some views. It won't be for me, but, I'm just trying to help you out, Carlos.
But that D is the brother Tucker, and you know it.
I know it.
There go that annoying lab love seeing her.
With that, yeah.
We got stuff that's Mother Tucker too. So
it's the brother Tucker. It ain't no mother. It's the
sorry. Sorry. I got a brother Tucker too, child. Anyway, it ain't about me. But I will say this. I really
hold that thought, Carlos. IPV said you could tell when he said it that he didn't care for LB and that he didn't care that Destiny was coming to him while she was married, in my opinion. Yes, I believe that Destiny has never, I repeat, never stopped sleeping with Moses. So that includes the time that he was married, the time that she was married and the time that they were both divorced. I feel like Destiny has always had an ongoing relationship with Moses, and that's just in my opinion, allegedly.
Love this episode because of all the things we recap, but importantly, I really am proud that Destiny shown some vulnerability. Destiny got a lot of flack for the last 2 seasons she was on because a lot of people, I mean, heavily, I think you also, a lot of people felt that Destiny wasn't giving her all to the show or giving all of her reality.
She still ain't. She giving it in interviews.
I'm very proud of Destiny. I'm very proud of what she is delivering this season. This is Destiny's best season. She's humanizing herself and she's showing up. And my hope for her, as we are still filming, a lot is coming down the pipeline. But
you guys, you know what I think? I think that they're filming and then they see what, people are saying on YouTube or whatever the case may be to know how to film the next scene. So I think that we're actually giving these people ideas of storylines. They're utilizing us as content creators and subscribers to get, ideas for storylines moving forward.
Hope for her is that she continues this effort. Destiny is doing a fabulous job this season. She really is.
I really like Destiny. Really, I really like her. She came in on some energy, like Heavenly, you said some stuff about me, and I was yeah, I said get it off your chest. You know what I'm saying? Get it off your chest. So but she was respectful or whatever. Honestly, I think y'all should give her some grace. She's misunderstood.
For what? She's a liar.
She's hurt, y'all. Everybody's hurt.
Cheater.
No Sunny story. Because like when you watch movies or you watch from somebody else's angle, you got to see where they're coming from. A lot of things with reality TV is based on what angle you looking at it from. Because a lot of people can understand Dr. Heaven and how she finds humor in the worst things because that's how she deals with things. Or you can look at it like, hey, Heavenly laughed at the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? So it's
CDW. I mean, yeah, I have heard some people, say that Melody and LB would make a nice couple. But the problem with that is Melody would never stoop so low to want to be with Destiny's leftovers. Like that ain't even on her radar. She's just not that type of person. There's a million men in the world. The last thing she want to do is be with Destiny's leftovers, in my opinion.
Give her some grace, y'all. Destiny ain't no bad girl. She's not.
Yes, she is.
I will say this: give Sunny some grace. Sunny is not a bad girl either. I think
her energy be off though. I mean, for me, I'm just saying because I know Destiny. I feel like she should be more thoughtful when it comes to. You could tell that woman loved that man. At least you could be like, damn girl. You know what I mean? I didn't mean for this to happen this way. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I love him and I can't help it. I love, but don't come with energy like, bitch, I owe you nothing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't your friend, bitch. What did you think? Don't come with that energy. That's all I'm saying. And my whole thing is, ain't nobody really that bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody in reality TV, everybody got their character that they playing or how they're portrayed. When you meet everybody, like I say, Giselle ain't no bad girl. I know her. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying
now you talking too much, Dr. Heavenly. Let me read some comments because you're talking a little bit too much. IPV said exactly. They are scripting the show around us content creators and subbies. Oh, IPV, are you a content creator? Oh, okay. I got to try to look you up. Drop your link in the comments. That's why the millimeters and part of the main storyline. CK, run us our coins. That's what I'm talking about because you're using the millimeters name just a little bit too much, and we're going to need you to run us our coins. And Elisa said, my earlier comment was too long. I want LB to have an interview. For some reason, I think he protects his name, and I don't see him doing that. He might surprise us and do an interview. That would be a great interview that everybody would watch. But he seems like he's very introverted, so I'm not sure that's something that he's into. Even for me, like on his social media, because I do follow LB, it just seems like he's just not about that type of life. Just a subby. Oh, okay. IPV, you should think about starting a channel. Dee Dee said Heavenly is full of it. She's full of it, and it's obvious she hasn't paid attention to Destiny. No, she's just going by whatever Destiny tell her. And we all know there's three sides to a story. It's your side, their side, and the actual truth. So Dr. Heavenly, I understand you're watching the show now, but you still need to do some research outside of the show because they're just going to give you their narrative on the show. And you got to get, in these streets and find out what the real tea is. So Dr. Heavenly is really enjoying this because now people are starting to bring her information about Love and Marriage Huntsville, and she ain't even on the show. Hi, Melanie. Melanie said he was trying to help her out. Okay. He was helping out. Are you speaking on Moses with Destiny? Carlos with Dr. Heavenly? Who are we referring to? Melanie.
And y'all only get 7 minutes in the episode of what really happened. So
Yeah, no, I think the bigger picture is give reality stars some grace.
in general.
I always say this, and I will continue to say this. Reality stars have one of the most, one, not all, before y'all try to read me.
Oh, we're
They
gonna
have
still
one of
read
the
you.
most bravest professions in the business of entertainment. It's a difference, excuse me, when you're an actor and you get to play a character, and it's the character you play that you are showing the world. You're not really showing your personal life. Reality stars have to show their personal lives, from their families to their friends, and we all have bad days in our real lives. And Lord knows, I don't want my stuff being recorded. I would be a horrible reality star because I'm very private. So I give.
Carlos, you need to be having this conversation with your cast. We know what it's supposed to be. It's obvious that they don't know because they think that they can pull the wool over our eyes. Like we don't know what's actually happening in their real life. So you need to have the same conversation with them. Look, guys, we're paying you guys to show your real life. This is reality TV. So if that's what you're not trying to do, then get off the show. Like this is why we watch.
Props to all of you girls and guys who are in the business, and give people grace. It's not an easy job to have. And listen, I know Sunny is new to this, and listen, we will see how she feels at the reunion. But
Yeah, we waiting on
Sunny
that.
obviously is a producer turned reality star, so she's entering into a territory that's new for her. So give her some grace too. And I wanted to say that.
Courtney said, did Destiny feel bad when she took a video of Slough? Grace for what? And that's exactly how I feel, Courtney. Like you had so much like disdain for Melody that you would film her ex and their kids with the side chick of 10 years. Like really, Destiny? That's your karma, what you're getting right now, girl. You can't keep just out here being this reckless ass individual, and think that none of this karma is going to come back out on you. Come on, Destiny. IPV said this is why Judas CK pre-records and premieres the Monday podcast with Hellish because he can't take the comments and they can edit. Ah, okay. So he pre-records this messy Monday. Huh, I didn't know that. That's good to know.
I say give us some grace, but she know what this is, and she probably know more of what this is than Destiny does. But anyway, we gonna keep it moving. I'm looking forward, like I said before. I'm looking forward to Ken and Marcel reaction because I don't like the men to be. But you know what? When the men do have a conversation, usually they're more calm than the women. Usually they know that if it becomes more than what it is, it can become that dangerous. So usually the men do keep their composure when they have enough. But like I say, I think Marcel, I'm gonna say this, not Marcel, Martel. Damn it, Martel and Ken. Martel, Martel and Ken. I think that Martel is a good friend of Destiny. I mean,
Oh
she
my
could tell she was
God.
in a bad space and he was there for her. He joked around.
Martel isn't a good friend to anybody. Like, have you really been watching the show? How he been throwing his friends up under the bus, Dr. Heavenly? He don't have money, so he can't help her out financially. Like, he can probably give her some late night conversations. You know, they can probably have a booty call, but like, what? How can Martel be a good friend to anybody? He brings nothing to the table. He has nothing to offer. Hey, to Latrice.
If I was in that situation, I would want a male friend like Martel. So I would say that, and I don't never say really anything
I
negative about
wouldn't, because
Martel.
I feel like
In
he'll
that
be hitting on me all the damn
situation, he's
time.
a good friend, and I appreciate him for that. And I think he's a good friend to Destiny.
And this is an amazing season. Thank you guys so much for watching it. The ratings are super, super. We broke another record last week, child. Last week's episode, honey. That it's so. Listen, I give the audience the credit for watching it and staying tuned. I give Dr. Heavenly the credit too for doing these recaps with me.
At this point, Carlos, you need to bring her on the show. Shit, I mean, we like her better than we do your castmates. So you need to bring Dr. Heavenly on the show.
What to say is, it is the people watching, and we want to thank the people for always watching you. And it is the cast, but I gotta say, this show is well produced.
Oh,
well
God.
produced. I'm telling you, so you gotta take some credit for this.
Why are you
Too,
kissing up to Carlos so much?
Can't nobody take that from you. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in your face. I'm watching and I'm seeing how you spreading this shit out, and I'm seeing how you doing it. Even a cliffhanger, you got it. You got it. You've done it enough times that you got me watching, and I'm like, wow. From
IPV said, Hotel is not a good friend. Hellish don't watch the show. I think she started watching the show recently, IPV. Hotel and Destiny had a little something, that's why he's nice to her, in my opinion. Exactly. And I think that they, got that type of relationship where, when booty call, whatever the case may be, I just think, they have an intimate relationship, in my opinion, but we might not ever know for sure, but that's just how most people feel. Courtney said, if you have not already, please hit the like button, guys. Please and thank you so much. Thanks, Courtney. And Elisa said, at this point, they are gaslighting each other. Exactly, because they're all getting something out of it. Because Heavenly is trying to work on her YouTube platform. And this is the most, like Carlos said it, like in the comments, 90% of the people that comment tag Dr. Heavenly. So Dr. Heavenly definitely makes this show. She doesn't need Carlos. She can review his show just like Winter is doing. And she can, get all of these views for her own channel. Like at some point, she really does need to cut Carlos off, because Carlos has his own show. I mean, he has too much going on. Like, he wouldn't be making no bag off of me because she really does make this show. Friends with benefit. There you go, IPV. I couldn't think of the word I was trying to think of, but that's what it was. Friends with benefits. And Melanie said, I agree. Totally.
the end, watched nothing from beginning to end. I watched this from beginning to end. And I was
really
like,
did.
Yeah.
You really did.
See?
Yeah. And well, thank you, baby.
I told
and she tagged
you.
me too. This is so.
She's watching the show now.
She got Destiny and Sunny in the same.
Because she needs to know what to say when she come on here and talk her shit.
No, and more to come. More to come. Dr. Heavenly, let the world know where they can find you, follow you. And listen, watch your exclusive part 1 interview with Destiny Payton.
Okay.
We got a part 2.
We had enough of the commercial. Okay. Like, I don't believe any of this stuff. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if Sunny, Moses, and Destiny had a 3-way. Like, I really wouldn't be surprised. because at this point, I feel like Sonny knows that Moses still have a thing for Destiny. And I would not be surprised if you was willing to marry a man after 2 to 3 months of dating. I would not be surprised if you would let this man have a three-way with you and Destiny. I wouldn't be surprised at all. And that's just my opinion, allegedly. And IPV said CK is already mentally gone from LAMH. He's focused on his YouTube channel, and that's new show, Family Empire. And I can totally agree. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's making more money off this YouTube channel than he's making off of the show. And I'm not talking about all of his shows. I'm referring to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because if these castmates are only getting paid 2,500 or less, like how much money can he actually be making? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's why they're getting paid so little is because he's taking the bulk of the money. But still, like he can't be making that money because if he was, he wouldn't be pushing this YouTube as hard as he is. And I think that he knows eventually this YouTube is going to be his real bag. So I feel like he invests more time into this YouTube channel than he does that actual show. What do you guys think? And guys, I did drop the link just in case anybody wants to come up and chat about the interview or anything else. Love and Marriage Huntsville. So if you would like to come up, you are welcome to come up so we can chat about it. And Elisa said CK is going to destroy that family on his new show, Not Watching. You know, I don't think a lot of people are watching. So honestly, that show could possibly and potentially be canceled, after, a few episodes or after season one, because like people are very adamant about not supporting CK in none of his ventures. And that's just what it is. And IPV said allegedly they are looking for a new production company. Are you serious? If that's the case, he'll be fully gone soon enough. Oh, so they want to pitch their show to a new network because obviously now, after the fact, they've done their homework and now they see that nobody really sees it for Carlos. I mean, it makes sense. Honestly, I don't have anything against that family. And if I were them, I would do the same thing, especially before they put everything out there. I would just shut it down and start looking for a new network. That's exactly what I would do. And I didn't hear that, so that is allegedly. But that would be the best option for that family because they look like nice people. So if they really want their story to be told the right way, they better find another producer and even another network outside of OWN because at the end of the day, OWN seems like they are really struggling at this point to keep Carlos as a producer for the OWN network. That really says a lot. Like, you guys have to be struggling. Otherwise, Carlos would have been gotten the boot, as well as Martel and these other scammers that's on this show with all of these mugshots. And that's just my opinion. But yes, that's very interesting. Thanks for sharing that, IPV. Oh, she wanted to clarify that. She said Love and Marriage Huntsville is allegedly looking for new production. Okay, so what you're saying is that um hmm, the OWN network is looking for a new producer to get rid of Carlos. Yeah. If you could add a little bit more clarity, that would be great. Because I'm not sure if it's Love and Marriage Huntsville trying to get rid of Carlos or what's going on. So I hope Carlos is out the door. Maybe they'll hire Melody's production company or whatever the case may be. That would be awesome. And we never know what's going on behind the scenes. And, that could be in the works. You never know. So, I mean, and maybe we can get this show back on the right track, you know, with Melody's original idea that she initially pitched to the show. Melanie said Moses. Okay. What about Moses, Melanie? Oh, okay. Not CK, but the local production company that is hired to film them. Okay, I get what you're saying because maybe they're the one that's dropping the ball and why these people are just acting out the way that they are. Yeah, maybe they need to get new producers to film the show outside of what Carlos and the OWN network does. You're absolutely right. They probably do need to swap those people out and get in some more people to actually film the cast members. Hey, Singa, Gail, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, GHL. He always claims it is his show as if the hosts had no say in it. You are absolutely right. He took Melody's whole idea and made a whole franchise out of it. But you never win when you play dirty. That's why none of the franchises are actually, doing good at this point. So he should have really kept Melody's initial idea, but when she came on and Love and Marriage Huntsville was doing so good, he just decided that he was just going to steal her whole show idea. And even though she's a producer on the show and they have done their 100 episodes, so hopefully she'll get residual income off of the show, but I don't believe that she'll get residual income off of the other franchises like in DC, like in Detroit, and the other show that I never watched. But I don't believe that she'll be able to benefit off of those shows when she initially came up with this whole idea. So he really took advantage of Melody when it, came to this show. And I believe that's why he wants to get rid of her because he just want to make it his. Because as soon as she's gone now, he'll really be saying that this is his show, his production, whatever the case may be. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel so that you know each and every time I upload a video. And guys, if you would like to come up, please click that link and come up. And guys, we are going on 2 hours, so I will wait a couple of minutes to see if anybody would like to join me up on the panel. And if not, I thank you guys for watching so much. And if you are a content creator and you were live doing this video, I want to just shout you out. So let me go back up and I'll do that while I wait to see if anybody wants to come up. Give me 1 second. So I do want to start off by thanking Braden Lee for joining me on the panel at the beginning of the video. He did have to go live at 6 o'clock, so he couldn't stay for long, but I do appreciate Braden Lee for joining me on the panel. Thank you so much for Linda Gamble for gracing us with your presence. Also, Love Seen Heard is a content creator. So if you guys are not following Love Seen Heard, please check her out and check up her look into finding her channel. She does talk about PTSD and she has a lot of good information that she shares on her panel. I visit her channel on a regular basis and I love the content over there with Love Seen Heard. And also Kicking It with Courtney joined us today, and she also has an amazing channel as well. And Kicking It with Courtney comes on Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock a.m. And you best believe, honey, I be setting my, timer to alert me when it's 10 o'clock so I can go and check out Kicking It with Courtney when she goes live. She always have great content on her channel as well. And we have something in common. We both love Nene. She is a big Nene fan. So if you are too, make sure you go over there for all of the latest Nene tea and also celebrity news and all of the great topics that she has on her show as well. Check out Kicking It with Courtney. And I would like to thank all of you guys for watching today. And don't forget again to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. And if nobody wants to come up, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching and bye for now.